part of LifeWave now only for 21 months, but I'll tell you what, in 21 months, we have seen more miracles happen with healing and health and vitality and sleep and anti-aging than I really had seen in 25 years combined with everything else that I was doing with health, which was a lot. It was nutrition and fitness and all the right things, but this phototherapy technology is changing lives and it's happening quickly. So I'm glad you guys are on tonight. I want to start with sharing a little bit about phototherapy. So if you're brand spanking new and you say, I don't even know what phototherapy is, my friend just told me to get on here. Thank your friend for inviting you again, because again, this is such a huge blessing to be part of LifeWave. So what I thought I would start with, we have a great website and it's called This Is It Info. And This Is It Info is a great website for those of you who are brand new to LifeWave. You've got questions. You're the person who says, I've got questions about this patch, right? What's in it? What's it going to do? There's a great website that you can actually go to when we're off of here tonight, and it's called This Is It Info. So here it is. You can see it on my screen up there if you want to jot that down with a pen. This Is It Info. And at this website, there's going to be lots of great things happening. In fact, let me stop the share and start it again just to make sure that you guys have sound, because I want to make sure everybody can hear what I'm about to play. So again, when you go to thisisit.info.com, it's going to be an overview of all of X39. You're going to learn about David Schmidt, the history of LifeWave. You're going to learn about the technology behind the patches, behind X39 specifically. And you're going to get to know our leadership. Steve and Gina Merritt are on here. We have a lot of amazing leaders within the LifeWave opportunity. Lots of doctors. If you're on here and you're saying, what would my doctor say? Great question. Please share the patch with your doctor, because we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of MDs, nurses, chiropractors, DOs. I even have oncologists on our LifeWave team. And so I encourage you guys, if you really want to hear a doctor's perspective, when you go to thisisit.info.com, if you watch this video right here with Dr. Leland Stillman, you are going to be amazed at this patch and the technology and the benefits that can happen for you and your family. So let's start just briefly with what is phototherapy. And I can just sum it up by telling you phototherapy is light therapy. Another fancy word is photobiomodulation. Fancy word for light therapy, okay? And the biggest example I can give is when you go out in the sun and you get sunlight on your eyes and your skin, which we've been doing down here in Florida. We've been soaking it up. It actually activates vitamin D in your body. And we know vitamin D is so crucial for so many things, including our immune system, including our bone density, including our hormonal production, right? So it's very, very important. Well, the beautiful thing about the patch is it uses light therapy, just like the sun gives us light, and we actually have a biochemical response where we create vitamin D in the body. When we put the patch on our body, it actually activates different healing mechanisms that activate a peptide called GHKCU. And that GHKCU peptide is known as the fountain of youth. In fact, it's been shown to actually increase our own stem cell production. So it's amazing technology. So let's just start with this quick phototherapy video so you guys can get a bird's eye view about light therapy. What is it and how are these patches working? Here we go.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
That's the gist of light therapy, you guys, but that is just one of the many, many videos when you come here to This Is It info. That's the very first video at the top. And then, of course, as you go through it, there's going to be longer videos, more detailed videos, very thorough videos about the science and technology and how it works. So if you really like to learn a lot and dig deep, just know that every one of these red arrows right here is the play button. So you guys could go down through this website. You could read the patents. You could read the story of X39. You could watch Dr. Leland Stillman, who's incredible, by the way. And as you come down here, kind of explains to you how you're wearing the patch. Under the belly button or on the base of the neck are the two places that David Schmidt did most of his clinical research when he was testing the patches. So when people say, why do I wear it there? Well, a lot of the research was done there, but the truth be told, X39 is systemic, which means it works throughout your entire system. So wherever you need the extra healing or, let's say reduction of inflammation, that stem cell patch, that X39 patch that activates stem cells is going to go to that area in your body that needs the healing, okay? So don't worry about putting it on the wrong spot, just put it on. The most important thing is that you start wearing this patch and you wear it consistently, because that's when you're going to see the results. And so, like I said earlier, David Schmidt is an amazing scientist. He actually is the founder of our company. He has a heart of gold. I love that he's a servant leader. I love that he's humble. I love that he cares deeply. He literally is on a quest to reverse aging and stop the disease process. So if you are a person that wants to look younger and feel younger and reverse aging and literally eradicate disease, you are at the right place. LifeWave is the company to be part of. In fact, we just were awarded the #1 momentum company in the world out of the top 500 globally. In fact, I think LifeWave is going to be awarded another award here coming up on April 3rd. They were nominated for a major award with the DSN, which is Direct Selling Network. And we find out on April 3rd if we win that award. But they are winning awards left and right. I feel like, people say, how long has this company been around? Would you believe 20 years? But I honestly feel like we are a 20-year-old startup. And what I mean by that is we've got the 20 years of patents, the 130 plus patents, the 90 plus clinical studies, right? We've got the rock solid evidence. But in addition to that, we've got an arsenal of testimonies, an arsenal of anecdotal evidence. So for those of you that like to hear about what it's done for other people, if you're thinking about people that you know in your life that it could possibly help, if you come to This Is It info at the very top there, and you simply click on testimonials, see where I'm clicking? Testimonials along the top. And on here, let's say that you know someone that has spine issues. You could click on that. Let's say you know someone who has sleep issues or, blood sugar issues. Click on these different areas that's pointing to in the body. And these are actually testimonies. So they're live testimonies. Many written, many recorded testimonies that you can watch people sharing their story, you guys. This information is so powerful. I dare you to come to the testimonies and just click on 3 different testimonies and listen to them. You cannot hear this information without changing your life and wanting to wear the patch, because what's happening with people is downright miraculous. So again, I'm at thisisit.info.com. I clicked on testimonies along the top. If you've got something going on, if you're dealing with somebody that is, just had a stroke or has some inflammation, or maybe they've got skin issues, right? Click on these different areas and it will actually pull up the testimonies so that you guys can listen to them. Whoopsie, not that one, but most of them. They're still building it. By the way, I should say this. If you click on something and it says file not found, they literally are just now putting everything together, but most of them do have something in them, but they're adding them day by day by day. This thing is going to be an arsenal of amazing anecdotal evidence for those of you that want to hear something or see something from somebody else. Maybe you don't care as much about a clinical study. Maybe you just want to know what it's going to do for your sleep. Then you'd come to this and you'd click on sleep, and you can come down here and listen to different testimonies that people are having on sleep. Okay. How cool is that, you guys, that you can have the rock solid science with the 90 clinical studies and 20 years of research that David has done, or you could have the anecdotal evidence of people sharing their hearts on how this patch has changed their life. So again, this is all at thisitifo.com. And in fact, if you are talking to someone about the patch and you're trying to convince them to give it a shot, and I always tell people it's worth a shot. Listen, there's a 30-day money back guarantee for post-sale customers and brand partners. So like day 29, you hate it, get your money back. But I'll be honest, I have not had one person that I've personally sponsored in 21 months that has taken advantage of that money back guarantee. No one has taken advantage of it that I personally enrolled. That tells you how powerful these patches are, right? It works for everybody. So make sure you wear it consistently. Drink plenty of fluids. Electrolytes are a big thing. And again, talk to who invited you on here, because they will share more about the logistics when you start patching. Okay. So any questions about thisitifo.com. The next place I want to take you through is just kind of a little overview that I have, discussing a little bit about how we got started and showing you just some background on myself. So I've been in health and wellness for 25 years. I used to be the NBC health and fitness expert. So I had my own segment on television up in North Dakota until during the pandemic, I did not believe in forced vaccinations. And so I actually was talking the freedom message and just taking time to get healthy, because now everybody was at home and they finally had time to exercise, right? And the news station did not like that very much. They definitely wanted me to toe the line and be talking about what they were talking about. And so they actually came to me and said, Renita, you're moving in a different direction than us. And I said, the direction I always have moved in is health and healing and helping the people of North and South Dakota to be well. Well, they did not like what I was doing, because I was talking breathing fresh air, exercising, getting plenty of sunshine, not living in fear, because fear reduces our immune systems, right? And of course, the freedom to choose what you want to do with your health. And at the end of the day, I believe that God actually took me out of the news station, because I was helping about 500,000 people, which is a lot. But the Lord laid on my heart a few years ago that, Renita, I want you to help 1 million people. And I thought, wow, we live in North Dakota. There's not even 1 million people there, right? So how's that going to happen? And I honestly believe God brought us to LifeWave. If I could tell you guys what a week in my life looks like, and the people that we get to help, not only from the United States, but around the world. We have got a massive South African team starting. It is so fun to watch these guys. We have got so many people from all across the country, all across the world that are joining LifeWave. And so we're just getting started. The question is are you going to be getting started? So let me show you why we got started. This pretty lady right here, my mom. In fact, she's with us right now down in Florida, but she was diagnosed with Parkinson's about 7 years ago. And when she was diagnosed, it was pretty much diagnosed and adios at Mayo Clinic. They did not have any real solutions other than the drugs. And we knew the drugs were not very effective, unfortunately, right? And so if you know anyone with Parkinson's, the drugs are not always effective. And so with that being said, we had tried alternative natural things, and Mom had done pretty good on most everything that we had tried. But I'm going to tell you, the thing that we tried that made the biggest impact for the least amount of money was definitely the patch. No question about it. I mean, we had tried lots of things. We've gone to doctors around the country, literally multiple visits from North Dakota to Florida, and North Dakota to Montana. And I mean, doctors all over. And guess what? Here we put this little tiny patch on, you guys. By the way, the patches come in a sleeve just like this. There's 30 patches per sleeve. So one sleeve is enough patches for one person for 1 month. They're very small. They're about the size of a Band-Aid. And basically with my mom, we put the patch on her, and it was the 11th day. And guess what? She was walking without her walker. She was positive. She was optimistic. She started peeling potatoes again. Her penmanship came back. Prior to that, she could barely brush her teeth. Like I would stand behind her and hold the toothbrush because her toothbrush was not touching her teeth. If you guys know Parkinson's, they lose the ability to have friction like that. And so the bottom line is here it was 11 days in, Mom's walking around the house with their polka dot pajamas, wanting to make me breakfast at 8 a.m. And I said to her, wow, where is the walker? And she said, in the bedroom. And I'm like, since when is the walker not in your hands at 8 a.m.? She said, since today, it's in the bedroom. And so that's kind of where we started. And then the second miracle I saw, you guys, was actually my father. This was his legs. On the left-hand side, we had been dealing with those oozing, goozing, very, very swollen, very angry legs for 6 straight months. We had been to doctor after doctor. Have any of you been to doctor after doctor after doctor after doctor and had no results? Well, that was my dad. Like, we had been to 12 different types of doctors, types, not 12 doctor's appointments, 12 different types of doctors looking for a solution for those legs. And really nothing worked. Honestly, nothing. They continued to ooze. He couldn't walk. They were so heavy. He couldn't sleep. It was pretty miserable. And I said to my dad that morning when my mom was walking around the kitchen, getting ready to make me breakfast, I said, Dad, I think we should try a patch on you. And he said, I thought your friend sent your mother the patches for Parkinson's. I thought they were for Parkinson's. I said, you know what? I don't know what they're for. But if it did that to Mom, I said, I think there's a chance it could help your oozing, goozing, very swollen, angry legs. And he said, you know what? It's worth a shot. And I said, yes, it is. And so we put the patch on my dad. I just threw it in the back of his shoulder. I didn't even know where to put it at that point. I just threw it on his body somewhere where he didn't have any scabbing. And I threw it on his shoulder. And the next morning I came back, you guys, and this was my father's legs 24 hours later. Now, they're not perfect or beautiful by any means, but my goodness gracious, as you can see, the swelling completely deflated, the oozing, goozing completely dried up. In fact, they never, ever oozed again after that very first patch. And so that is why I started. July 3rd of 2022, the Lord woke me up in the morning, early in the morning, and my claim to fame with this patch is I was a non-sleeper. I had not slept in 9 months. I was waking up every day at 2 a.m. for the day. And God woke me up on July 3rd, 2022, the day before 4th of July, and he actually said to me, you're entering an abundant season of miracles. And I thought I was hearing something. Well, I was. And that was called a divine appointment. And so what happened was I kind of sat on the edge of my bed and I was like, did I just hear that? And the Lord just dropped it in my spirit again. You're entering into an abundant season of miracles. And I stood to my feet and I said, yes, Lord. And I am telling you what, we have had a miracle inbox ever since. And so I could show you thousands of these pictures, but I'm not going to do it tonight. I want you to consider sharing your own pictures, your own testimony when you get started on the patch, because you never know when your testimony is going to help somebody else get free of their health ailments that maybe they've been dragging along and suffering from for decades, right? So sometimes when you get better, it's very good to talk about it with others. But this was my friend Penny's hands. She had those hands from chemotherapy about 7 years ago now. And she said, nothing has worked with her hands. And I said, give it a shot. The patch is worth a shot. You know, if it doesn't work, get your money back. This was the picture Penny sent me 5 days later on your right. That was 5 days later. And so she said, I'm going to tell the world about this patch. And that was her hands again, just another view of the fingertips there. And that was 5 days later. And so you guys, we get to see miracles every day. This is a friend of ours that's on our team from out in Montana. Mark Reynolds fought with the jagged rebar, and the rebar won that night. And his wife posted this picture on social media, and I said, put an X39 on one side of that big old cut, and put actually I said X39 and Eon on either side of that cut. And this was the picture she posted the very next morning on social media. I mean, I almost couldn't believe my eyes, you guys. So we get to see wild, amazing miracles every day. I hope that you guys are the next miracle on our team, because we are blessed and highly favored to be able to share this patch with everybody who loves and cares about health and getting healthier, right? It's not just for old people. It's not just for cut up and scabby people. It literally is for athletes. We've got world-renowned athletes. In fact, David Schmidt, when he first created the patch, he created it for the Navy SEALs. So I always joke with my husband and I'm like, you know what? If it's good enough for the Navy SEALs, it's good enough for me. And so the Navy SEALs used the very first patch, the phototherapy technology David Schmidt invented 20 years ago. And they used it to stay awake during Hell Week. It's a patch called Energy Enhancer. I actually love Energy Enhancer. I wear it not because I need any energy. I don't even drink caffeine. I cut caffeine. I mean, I'm just kind of hyper all the time. but Energy Enhancer is a patch that actually uses fat oxidation. So it helps you to burn and utilize your own body fat to keep your energy balanced. If you are working out with Energy Enhancer on, you do burn up to 30% more fat during a workout with the Energy Enhancer. And that's how the Navy SEALs were able to stay awake during Hell Week, because they had this Energy Enhancer phototherapy patch that David Schmidt had created, and it worked. They did amazing. And then the next place it was used was the female United States Olympic swims team. David Schmidt was called, and he said by this coach, Richard Quick, who's kind of a world-renowned swimming coach, really in female athletics. And he called David and he said, hey, I heard you've been using some patches with the Navy SEALs and it's been working. Do you think you could come out and patch up our athletes? So David went there and he patched the female swimmers. And once you guys know, in the first week, all of the swimmers were wearing the patch, and all of them broke their own personal records. 4 of the team immediately qualified for the Olympics that first week that David was patching them. So the patch is also for performance. It's for better sleep. It's for improved recovery, right? All those things. So have you been patched yet? Make sure you talk to whoever invited you on here tonight. They are your sponsor. They will make sure that you get started at the best possible price. And then, of course, David Schmidt. Let's just talk about this guy, because this is, I believe everything rises and falls on leadership. And I just believe in moral, ethical, honest, God-fearing leadership. And that's exactly who David Schmidt is. Not only is he a genius, and not only does he have a heart of gold, he is humble. He is humble, and he is cares so deeply about each and every one of us in LifeWave. His goal is to actually patch 1 billion homes. So I'm not sure if you guys are in, but anyone want to be part of a billion home goal? I'm moving people from pills to patches, getting them off their drugs and getting them onto the light train, right? We need people to step into the light and realize that their bodies are designed by God to heal. So this is a huge blessing, you guys. David actually in 2008 said, let's focus all of our energy on stem cell research. He really was determined to figure out a way to activate our own stem cells with light. Not with an injection, not with a needle, but activating our own stem cells with phototherapy. And so he spent over $4.5 million in over 10 years, you guys, to research and to develop the X39 patch. And when he developed that patch, the patent he got was so awesome. In fact, it's United States patent 10,716,951B1. Now, I will tell you, the patent was taken out July 21st, 2020. You guys know anything about patents? You got a 20-year run on a patent. So we're 4 years in. So we've got 16 more years to help everybody that we talk to activate their own innate ability to heal. How cool is that? And so when you come over here, let's read what the patent reads. It says an apparatus, which is the patch, that causes a beneficial effect, at least by providing phototherapy, light therapy, to a human body, and for example, in some embodiments, as a result of elevating the copper peptide. By the way, that's GHKCU. You can Google that when you get off of here. GHKCU is a copper peptide known as the fountain of youth. It's known as the holy grail of anti-aging. I love it. Only wear the patch if you want to look and feel younger. If you don't want to grow, if you feel like you just want to get old, this is probably not for you, right? We're looking for the people that want to maintain their vitality and their energy and their bone density and their brain power as they age, right? And so looking at this, it elevates the copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, the patent reads. Improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing, you guys. So I think we can all probably think of someone who needs all of that, right? I have friends of mine that I know want better stamina. I know I have friends of mine that want better collagen. Do you guys know that the GHKCU peptide is actually the precursor to create collagen in the body? So it's amazing that that's why everybody's skin looks so youthful, so bright, so vibrant, so healthy looking, because they've been wearing the patch. So how it works, you learned the video earlier, you saw the video, so it works from that proprietary form of phototherapy. It's a patented nanocrystal technology. Remember, the nanocrystals do not come into your body. This is not a nanocrystal vaccine like the world just got, right? This is a nanocrystal technology that sits on top of your skin in a plastic polymer coating, which is what the patch is made of, right? And in between that are those natural organic ingredients. We're talking sugar, amino acids, oxygen, water, things that are naturally occurring, right? And those naturally occurring elements are what actually reflect our own body heat and body light back into the body. So what happens with those ingredients, they sit in that little patch. Your body heat warms up the patch, just like the video showed you, and basically just reflects back into the body different frequencies of light that activate different mechanisms of healing. In X39's case, it activates GHKCU. Okay, now each one of the patches is going to activate something a little bit different. But if you don't know where to begin, I would definitely say start with X39, because that patch is the patch that literally changed the entire LifeWave business. I talk to doctors that have been part of LifeWave for 18 years, and I would ask them, what's your favorite patch? And they say, well, we love all the patches, but the one that we love the most is the miracle patch, the magic patch, X39. They all called it that. They said when X39 came into LifeWave's back office, lives were changed by the droves, because it was affecting so many different things in people's bodies, and helping so many different mechanisms of healing, that the results were just so tremendous. It took the company, you guys, from 30 million a year, and last year I believe we finished at $460 million. Okay, so this is where we're at. This company is going to $1 billion. The question is, are you going to be part of it? So there is a huge, huge opportunity for all of you on here tonight. You know, the benefits we see are tremendous. I think I listed enough tonight. Hopefully you got the gist of what you can see with the patch. But again, go into This Is It info, click on those testimonies if you want to learn more. I do want to spend the next 10 minutes talking about the business aspect of this, because like my husband Scott says, if you go out and talk to 50 people right now, it's almost guaranteed that all 50 people have not heard about the patch yet. Okay, that's where we're at with this technology. It is so cutting edge. Most people have never been exposed to phototherapy other than the sun. And unfortunately, the crazy government told us to stay out of it, right? And meanwhile, people that get in it are happier, it balances their hormones, right? And so don't even get me started with the sun. I could talk about that all night, because I'm totally into natural modalities of healing, which is why I love the patch. But what I realized is if you go and talk to the next 50, 100 people, those people have not heard of this phototherapy technology. They've not heard of LifeWave, right? They've never tried the patch. And so my husband always points out that a financial opportunity is only an opportunity when not everybody knows about it. So you guys have something very special in the palm of your hands. Literally, we have patches in the palm of our hand to go out and make a huge difference. And then also to benefit financially. Like my son, Bo, said, Mom, this is generational wealth changing. And I'm like, you're right, Bo. I mean, he's 23. He just graduated with a degree in marketing. And he says, I've learned more from doing this business in a couple, really, he went full force after he graduated college in May. And so he said, I feel like I've learned more from doing this business in a couple short months of just going all in than I learned from 5 years of schooling at a college. And I said, yeah, this is called the people business, because you really learn real time about business and people and how to interact and how to change lives and how to share a product that you love and believe in. So I believe everybody needs the patch. So I want to say, if you have had enough and you've learned enough about the patch and you say, Renita, I don't care about the money right now, I just want to get healthy, then I'm going to tell you, get a hold of the person who invited you on here, talk to them, and they will get you started at the X39 and maybe some of the other patches that might be right for you. Trust me, they'll be able to answer your questions. Okay. But I do want to spend the next 10 minutes on the financial aspect of it, because it is immense. It is immediate. And it is extraordinary. It's something that I've never, ever experienced before in my life. So I'm going to now take you to a website that's called This Is It Team. So remember, the last one was called This Is It Info. I'm now taking you on over to This Is It Team. Okay. This Is It Team is our team building page. And this really is going to address everything business related. So when you went to This Is It Info, that was all health related, right? People can't buy anything at This Is It Info. They can't purchase there. They're just going to that website, This Is It Info, to learn about the health benefits of X39, how it's made, what it can do, and the background. What are doctors saying, right? That's what you can get from there. But when you come to thisisitteam.com, there are so many great things on this website for you to learn and grow and build a business, you guys. So there are 6 different ways of making money, and I do want to get into each one of those ways of making money. But first, before I do that, I want to show you when you guys go to This Is It Team. Let me go there first real quick here. When I go to This Is It Team, see if I can get back. I'm just going to start fresh with you. This is it. This is it team. There it is. So when I go here along the top, you guys are going to see some excellent resources for you to come learn more about building a business. The onboarding teaches you kind of the basic things like, how do I get paid? Where's my website? How do I know where to put people on my team? So all that basic stuff is going to be handled in the onboarding. So if you just got started and you're brand new tonight, please get on over here to onboarding, click on the onboarding, and you'll be amazed with how thorough and in depth it is, just to really get you launched and get your business launched on the right step. Also, the 10-step system is amazing. So you can go here, and this is really foundationally how you build your network marketing business. Determine your why, set your goals, make commitments. And what happens is when you actually click on each one of these, there's going to be a video attached to it, right? So you can come on here and you can actually watch a video that's attached to that topic. So it's very thorough. You can read about it for those of you that love the detail of reading. Some of you like more to be, entertained, or I always say valuetained. Valuetainment is a big word now. You're learning value, but you're being entertained at the same time. And that would be watching these great videos that are at the This Is It system, 10-step system. But for time's sake, we're going to go to the LifeWave compensation plan tonight because it is amazing. And it's so, I tell you, I'm not sure if you've ever done network marketing before, but if you've done network marketing, this is really going to knock your socks off. If you've never done network marketing before, you are going to love this business because it makes you highly tax efficient. If you're on here tonight and you're a W-2 paid employee and you're saying, gosh, I hate paying all these taxes every year. I saw that Biden today. How many millions did he clear? I don't even know. $60 million worth of student loan debt to 40,000 public employees or something like that. And I thought, this guy is just, someone is paying for the student loan debt, right? And it's people that are paying the taxes. And so at the end of the day, I love this business because you become highly, highly tax efficient. And you actually, I'm such a believer that if you're healthy and you're financially literate and independent, you're much harder for the government to control. And I like that person because I tell you what, people that didn't ask questions and were at the mercy of the system, unfortunately, we lost a lot of people in the last few years, right, guys? So I think it's important that we educate ourselves. I always say healthy, wealthy, and wise. Right? We want to be healthy. We want to make money so that we can make a difference, starting with our own families. And we want to sharpen up. We want to be wise, and the patch will help you with that as well. But when you come up here, the different ways of making money, when you get started tonight, you can get started at any package. You can start with the bronze pack for $125. That's one sleeve. I would not recommend bronze. I would say, you know what, go at least silver, because if it's a husband and wife, you don't want the husband getting healthy and the wife getting left behind, or vice versa, right? You don't want the wife getting snazzy and sharp and feeling great and the husband getting crusty, right? So we want husbands and wives wearing the patches together. So make sure that if you have a couple, get them started with the silver package or higher. But as you can see there, the silver package is $299. It comes with 3 sleeves of X39. The nice thing is you could actually customize that package. So, again, talk to your sponsor. They'll get you started with what's right for you. But please know that you can customize everything from silver on up. So silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. If you wanted to add a couple sleeves of that energy enhancer because you're thinking, I want to burn more fat when I work out. There's also a great patch called Eon. And that one actually helps bring the body back to really a relaxation state. In our Facebook group, by the way, we've got this great overview. So if you don't know what the patches are all about, what's in each one, or what it's going to do, we have this all products flyer, and that's listed in LifeWave Wellness Warriors, our Facebook group, and it's under the files tab. So if you've not seen this yet, you can go to LifeWave Wellness Warriors and you can click on files, and then you're going to see not only the patch and the patch descriptions, they give you a little visual there with the little people of where you should put these, okay? And these are acupressure. These are meridians of the body. Meridians have been around the body since God created us, but 5,000 years ago in Ayurvedic medicine, they utilized acupressure points and acupuncture points and meridians. And so now we're just kind of coming into this realizing, wow, if I push here under my right ear, it helps to reduce stress, right? These are all good things to know, but it actually gives you the little visual and it tells you what each of the patches can do. So make sure if you've not seen this, you can get this again over at our LifeWave Wellness Warriors under the files tab. All right, guys, that way you have kind of a working knowledge about what all of the different patches are doing. And so you can order appropriately with whatever your family is needing. So I showed you the different packages. When you get started, you automatically get your free website and you automatically get your free app. It's called the LifeWave InTouch app. And so immediately, it'll be activated immediately. And so that's what you want to do is get started with one of these wholesale packages. Now, if you're on here saying, Renita, I definitely want to share, I definitely want to build a business, this is the opportunity where we've got carpenters making $7,000 a week. We've got stay-at-home moms making $4,000 a week. We've got nutrition coaches making $10,000 a week. We've got college kids making $15,000 a week, right? So the bottom line is the sky is the limit. You don't have to have a certain education to do this business. You don't have to be a certain age to do this business. I mean, really 18 and older, they can work this business, right? My two younger sons are chomping at the bit to turn 18 so that they can run with this thing because they've seen what's going on with, their dad and I and their oldest brother. And they're like, we want to do this business, right? And so it is a huge, huge opportunity. We're raising our kids to be entrepreneurs. I really, really we homeschool our boys. So a big part of our homeschooling is teaching financial literacy, teaching financial independence, teaching how to be entrepreneurs, teaching how to sell products they believe in. And so that's really important to us. So you guys, when you launch your business and someone goes to your website and signs up, at the bronze package, you could receive a $15 bonus, right? See at the bottom where it says PIB. Look at that, PIB 15, PIB 50, PIB 100. Those are the bonuses that you receive when someone goes to your website and purchases one of those packages, okay? So if they purchase those packages, boom, you get the bonus. You're paid instantly. It's actually you're paid once a week, but you're paid in real time. So you'll see that your commissions are accumulating in your back office. You don't have to keep track of it. The LifeWave back office keeps track of everything for you. So don't worry, you don't have to be some intelligent bookkeeper. They keep all the books and they'll pay you on every single week. You can get the money just downloaded to your bank account. And again, how you learn how to set up your pay portal is if you do the onboarding at This Is It Team, right? ThisIsItTeam.com, click on onboarding. One of those questions is, how do I get paid? How do I set up my pay portal? And so if you go through that onboarding, you'll learn how to do that. But when you come on down here, if you're deciding to do the business and you're really serious about it, I would definitely recommend going gold package or higher. You must be gold or higher to start rank advancing with the company, okay? You can still make money if you're not gold. You could get in with the bronze pack, and when people sign up with you, you're still going to make these PIBs. You can sign up with the silver pack, and when people sign up with you, you're still going to make 15, 50, 100. You're still going to make those bonuses. But if you really want to start growing a team commissions, it's called. It's a binary comp plan. There's a right leg and a left leg, just two legs. It's so easy. When you do that, you want to make sure that you go gold package or higher to take advantage of the binary compensation. Okay. Now, I will tell you this. Diamond is really the best package. So if you get started with the silver, gold, or platinum, you can always upgrade to diamond at your convenience. But diamonds make, when you do a diamond package yourself and you sponsor a diamond, instead of you making that $200 bonus there, you'll actually make $500. So they pay you more money on the top two ranks, platinum and diamond. They pay you more money when you yourself get in at the diamond pack, okay? If you're already in, you can always upgrade to that diamond at your convenience. And remember, when you upgrade your packages, you can upgrade, let's say, between silver and gold. Maybe you started with silver and a week later, you're like, my goodness gracious, I'm out of patches. I need them already. You can upgrade to gold. And what you do is you just pay the difference in price. So you'd pay from the $299 to $499, and you pay that just $200 difference. And then you'd get the difference in patches. Okay. Now I will tell you this. I like free stuff. I like to save money. I know some of you guys do too. At gold, you get a free sleeve of patches. At platinum, you get 2 free sleeves of patches. And at Diamond, you get 3 free sleeves of patches. So I encourage you guys, if you are thinking about patching people and you say, gosh, like that could add up, right? Well, if it's free, it's not adding up. If you got 3 sleeves for free, now you got 90 patches to go out there and patch your friends, family, and coworkers with, right? So I encourage you guys, go Diamond if possible, because it keeps you active for 3 full months. You get the patches so inexpensive. The X39 go all the way down to like $84 a sleeve, and they pay you more money, especially for the first 14 weeks. And the goal in the next 14 weeks, when you get started, is really to upgrade to the senior director. Senior director rank it goes, I'll show you the different ranks, but it goes manager, director, senior director. And so it's just the 3rd rank in the company. And when you hit that 3rd rank, then you never fall back on that $300 bonus and that $500 bonus. You'll always be paid that as long as you're a senior director. So you have good motivation to get busy in the first 90 days, right, guys? But when you get started at that gold, platinum, or diamond, you will take advantage of the binary commissions. Like I said, another way of making money is for every 990 points. And people say, well, how do I get these points? Points come from packages. Okay. So when I go up here, let me show this to you. When I go up here to the different packages, you see the volume points under bronze is 77. The volume points under silver is 165. The gold is 275 volume points. You guys see those volume points where I'm looking right under each package? So anytime anybody places a package order or they are on a monthly auto shipment, that is a point volume. Points equal dollars in this business when you're building a binary team. So when you have 660 points on one leg and you've got 330 on the other, so 990 points total, that's a $50 cycle. So you'll see that changing in real time in your back office. As the orders are being placed on your team, it'll say $50, $100, $150. You'll see that going up. So that's really cool. As a manager, which is the very first rank, they cap you at $1,500 a week. But it's not a bad cap. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. $1,500 a week. That's an extra what? $6,000 a month that you could make, right? That's $72,000 a year. I don't know if have any of you got a $72,000 a year raise lately? Right? Every organization I know is cutbacks, right? Cutbacks. And here they're just looking for ways to reward you and incentivize you for sharing this awesome technology. By the way, LifeWave is called the technology company. You know, the patch is it's a phototherapy technology. So it's not just another vitamin supplement. You know, you can't buy our patches anywhere else. Like you can't go to CVS and buy us, right? And so at the end of the day, they have to get it through you. And I just love giving people the wholesale option because I want everybody saving money. But anyway, manager, $1,500 a week. Director, they really, you know, the real goal is to kind of move through these ranks. So at manager, you personally sponsored 4 people with the silver pack or higher. Now the silver was $299. You've done 4 of those, then you're considered a manager. A director means you sponsor 6 people total. So move from 4 to 6 people, and you help 2 of those people, 1 on each leg, go manager. And when that happens, you're actually considered a director, and you can get paid up to $2,500 a week. And so I'm not going to get into any more depth on that, but just know you can earn all the way up to $25,000 a week, and that's happening. Throughout LifeWave, we've got dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people, probably hundreds at this point, earning that. So it's a big deal, you guys. It's a great financial opportunity if you want to share. And only share if you care, right? And then another way of making money is called a leadership bonus. The commission matching bonus. When you sponsor somebody, they're called your first line leadership, level 1. And if they go out and they're earning $10,000 a week with their team commissions from their binary, you're going to get a 25% check match on whatever's going on with their binary team. So if you sponsored them, you're getting a 25% bonus. So if they're earning $10,000 a week, you're earning $2,500 check match bonus because they're earning 10 grand a week. How cool is that? So you're really, you should all really be motivated and inspired to work with your team that you put in, to help them take it to the, you know, the highest ranks. You know, this is not the business where you want to put somebody in and do nothing. This is the business where you want to put somebody in and help them take it to the moon, right? Because you actually will benefit financially as well. So that level 1 is your first line leadership that you sponsored. You could sponsor them today, tomorrow, next year, 3 years from now. It doesn't matter when you sponsor them. If they go to your website and enroll, that's your level 1 leadership. Now, all those level 1s are going to sponsor their friends their family members. That's called level 2. So you'd earn a 20% check match off of those level 2 people. So let's say that you sponsored your best friend and she sponsored her sister, and the sister is now making $10,000 a week. Well, you're earning a 20% check match on the sister. That's $2,000 a week because that sister is your second line leadership. You guys get it? So it goes 25% first line leadership, 20% second line leadership, and 20% third line leadership. Okay. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful comp plan. And they have incentive trips around the world. They just optimized the comp plan to add regional incentive trips around the world. They have an amazing bonus that they just started called the Global Leadership Pool, which is so phenomenal. You guys, the sky is the limit. You can do a little bit and earn a little, or you can do a lot and make a whole lot of money here. So totally up to you. These are the different ranks again: manager, director, again, senior directors, what we all want to try to get to quickly so that you always can receive that $300 and $500 compensation on those platinum and diamond packages. We don't want our pay to fall back, right? So try to hit the third level in the company, senior director, very quickly if you can. I was so worried about losing that. We hit senior director week 2 because I was like, I don't want to fall back. I was nervous about it, right? And so the sky is the limit. Again, just talked to invited you on here. I could talk all night because we are so passionate and we are so blessed to be part of LifeWave. In fact, we just like we are so blessed to be part of this opportunity. I just can't say it enough. I will tell you, I'm very business savvy when it comes to traveling. So I'm down here and we had some massages today and I had a facial the other day, which I haven't had a facial in a year, but I had a facial. And when I got it done, I of course planted seeds talking for a large portion of my facial about LifeWave, talking during my massage about LifeWave. And they were so excited and intrigued. They wanted the patches, of course. And of course, I had my patches with me and prepared to give them some samples. And so guess what? That massage was a tax deduction, and so was that facial. And so, this is how I build my team from around the country. We travel a lot. We always make sure that we're very intentional with sharing on purpose wherever we go, because we truly believe that everybody does need the patch. But it is fun also to grow a business in other parts of the country and other parts of the world. So with that being said, do you guys have any questions? You guys are so quiet tonight. You're so well behaved. Let me see. Anything else? Yes, I can get you a copy. So I will have a recording of this Zoom. It will be located in LifeWave Wellness Warriors, so you can grab that. In fact, I'll post it in there tonight so you guys can check it out and share it with your team, or maybe you want to share with a brand new prospect. Just make sure that you give your own website so they know where to go to enroll with you on your team. All right, let's see. I think it's good. All right. May the Lord bless you, keep you, and shine his face upon you, be gracious to you all the days of your life. We will see you soon. Remember, we have our business training on Sundays, and tomorrow is what date? It's tomorrow, Friday. So we've got our course, our 12 Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 30-minute short overview of LifeWave at the This Is It team. So thisisitteam.com. If you go there, you'll see the meeting schedule, and you'll be able to hop on the Zoom tomorrow at 11 Central or 12 Eastern. All right, you guys, have a great night. Thanks for hopping on. Let's share if we care and get out. And definitely, I said to Scott, boy, David Schmidt, he got the right person on board when he said he wanted to help 1 million or billion homes, because my goal was 1 million. And I'm like, I can get my 1 million into that billion goal. So let's go. So it's going to take an army of light workers out there sharing this patch and changing lives. And I hope you guys are part of that light working army, because it is so much fun and is such a blessing. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Get patched.